what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass, yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. He gets this one to Boyd. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. This defense for the Patriots much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Giants at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up.
And it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he goes out right around the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Stevenson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
It shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Jones throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw again on second down. Jones flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 24, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Keep it together, defense. Keep it together. Let's go.
On first down, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On second down, here's Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's got Bellinger. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Jones throwing on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Jones on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Jones now from the gun on third down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Looking to throw. Jones. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Gano's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they got a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jones, another shot here after the pick-6. That's caught by Myers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jones on 1st and 10. That going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side, Myers. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing. The reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. The 40. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get the focus back.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. Now Jones, a final shot before break. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Miller in motion right. They go play action here on 1st down. He's able to find Miller. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. off the play fake. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Jones on the return. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. From the 22, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Jones on third down. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He completes it to Boyd. And they work this out past the 25. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Back to throw. Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, 43 yards. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they got to get an onside kick. And we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Jones now throwing after the interception. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Let's go.
Jones on first down. It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Julian Love. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Jones. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. One final shot. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw is Jones. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Pats, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the dirt, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the dirt, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you. This gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top. Cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. Yeah.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodshot cause I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes.